and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was pop, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go it again and again. Who was the dummy that died? I'm the coldest around, but he folding again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with us or what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the air. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the air. Now we on 10.
There's a look at Bills Stadium here in Orchard Park, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. Taking it about the 1. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Now, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Mike 48. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. They gonna need some therapy after this.
To the air, Allen. And his first pass is incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Open man is QT, complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Watch the shit. Hey, hold on. Watch the shit.
Here's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
38-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
The ball carrier.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, You could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. From the gun, Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Now Jackson on first down. They'll go screen here to Hunt. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Dashing through the snow. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
To kick off for Baltimore.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because
it got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Number 28.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now a handoff looking right. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Josh Allen, he says that he wants to continue to perfect executing the run-pass option. Looked pretty good there.
And he's put in the minds of all people trying to defend him that his legs create big plays. So guess who benefits?
His running back.
You no doubt about it, and we just saw it there.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And that one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Another.
Just just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set them up with a first and goal. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. He'll try to run this one in. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead.
Bills 7.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown.
Jackson.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On second down, it's Hunt, and to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
First down, they go right back to Hunt. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Carrier. The tackle by A.J.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6.
The first quarter with the score Bills 7, Ravens 6.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Now Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So now a fresh set of downs, first and 10 after roughing the passer. Jackson from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On second down now. It's Hunt, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up first and goal.
First and goal.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's the fullback. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Now it's Jackson. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A throw out wide to QT, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way. And it's much more successful as well.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On the draw play, Coleman. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Pick it up, kid. 48 to Mike. Quit talking about it. Let us win it. Hey, look. Let's go.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
The 3-yard line.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run this one in. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Check. Check. 48 to Mike. We got it. 48 to Mike. Alert. Rush in. Undercrush.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. Becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Complete.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Gain of 25 yards. First down, Ravens.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Jackson's pass intercepted.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
At the 14-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2.
Check 48's the mark. Check 48's the mark. Here we go, D.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. A final shot before half for Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Kiki QT in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills have broken the tie. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
The kickoff for Buffalo.
Not too many breaks ahead, according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Second and
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run again with Hunt. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Third and 2. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this.
Jackson on the keeper.
Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Jackson, option right. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And, yes, out come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They run with Hunt. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. And I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. To throw is Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 5-yard line.
Back around his goal line. Here's Allen. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 41, Jackson got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Jackson now off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. On 1st down, Hunt. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
A 3-yard pick.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
24. Bills 21. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give them a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Back now in Buffalo. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On play action, Allen. This ball caught by his tight end, Wilson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play, first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calais Campbell on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Allen's throw is complete, and he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. Coleman has it here right side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
What twist? Alert! 48 for Mike. Nice, sweet, let's go.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And to give this time to the tailback. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the
23, it's 2nd and 12. This is Hunt. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
A good solid run there as we head towards the home stretch of this game.
4. And it's 3rd down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Hunt. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Tackled at the 25.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Second down and 4. They run again with Hunt. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. This a long one in the elements here in the snow. And Tucker left that one out to the right. It's no good, off the mark. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Take it in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far.
First down.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. Now it's Hunt. Jackson options out left. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
First throw in overtime now for Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Third down.
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
First down.
Now that's a quarterback who's in charge out there right now. Wants to throw the ball on third down, doesn't find anyone open, tucks it away, takes off, and picks up the first down. Not by a little, but by plenty.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 34-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jackson. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
They'll run on first down. It's Hunt. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Ravens, the wins keep coming as this one.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Can I kick it?